Dumbo, Brooklyn, a neighborhood that's basically a living postcard. But if you've never visited, where to begin? I'm John, a New York City vlogger, and today we're gonna share where to eat, shop, and what to do down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass. We're gonna start with my favorite method of getting to Dumbo. Now, you could take the subway, you could walk the Brooklyn Bridge, you could walk the Manhattan Bridge, but I'm gonna tell you, go to Pier 11 and take the ferry here. It costs just $2.75. Download the app on your phone. It's just an 8-minute ride. Walk through the ferry, go to the top deck. Trust me, the views are incredible. You'll see the Manhattan skyline from the East River. You can see the Statue of Liberty. Turn the other direction, and boom, you've got the Brooklyn Bridge right there. It is my favorite ferry to take in all of New York City for good reason, and a great way to start your trip in Dumbo. Hi.
You're an angry boy?
Yeah.
Oh, nice to meet you. We were looking at
John.
extra videos.
Did I teach you guys anything good?
Yeah,
Yes, a lot.
Say something about that.
Always nice bumping into people, always. Too many people just walk along the water, but I'm going to encourage you to explore more. There's beautiful nature here, lots of different paths. Then you can walk a little bit further. You can find free kayaking in the summer, basketball courts, even better views than you thought if you just go a little bit further. So I think that Brooklyn Bridge Park is one of the most underrated parks in New York City. Don't just walk it a little bit near the bridge. Continue on. Trust me, it's worth it. Great Dumbo pizza debate between Juliana's and Grimaldi's. There's usually a long line any day of the week when you go there. Now, we did an entire video comparing the two spots with some other New York City vloggers, and well, I'll give you a clue. We liked Juliana's a lot more. So if you want to know why, check that video out. But if you come down here and you've got some time to wait in line, or if you come at an off-peak hour, Juliana's is a can't-miss pizza spot in New York City. Believe me. This is Powerhouse Books Arena, and if the weather's not cooperating and you need somewhere to jump into, if it's cold or if it's rainy, this is the spot. Let's go inside. I'll tell you, the bookstore is such a dying breed in New York City. Just finding spots like this, it's very nice. Like, just find something I'd actually read. Freddie Mercury, Life of an Icon. Just drop that. I just broke the store. New York City notebooks, great gifts. Pizza signs, my type of book. Not for Tourist Guide to New York City. I don't know, should I buy this?
It's like a YouTube channel to me.
It's like a YouTube channel to me. This is Main Street Park, and I've lived in New York City almost a decade, and I still get my breath taken away whenever I come to this park. It's just 3.5 acres situated between the Manhattan and the Brooklyn Bridges. Probably the most famous landmark here is Jane's Carousel, which is amazing when it's actually open. But all you really need to do is just walk alongside the waterfront here and just take in those epic views of Manhattan. Sometimes when I'm here, I feel like this isn't even real. It's just that beautiful and that iconic. And obviously there's a lot of tourists here for a reason. This is called Pebble Beach for obvious reasons. And you can throw these in the water, but I highly recommend you do not go swimming here. So you guys knew that we had to have some kind of history in this tour, and right behind me is the J Street Connecting Railroad. Now, this is one of the smallest railroad lines in the entire United States. This whole area was really full of warehouses and factories, and boxcars would be unloaded from the boats, and a small diesel train would take them to different factories in Dumbo. Now, this went out of service in 1958 with a lot of trucks taking over, but for me, it's still cool to come here and see the remains of this really cool railroad system that a lot of people have no idea about. This is the newest thing we're showcasing on the video in Dumbo, the Time Out New York market. Now, I will say that if you're broke, the market is a bit expensive. They have some amazing food choices throughout. You can get everything from Southern comfort food, Japanese food, Thai food, pizza, great variety. We ended up getting some Japanese fried chicken bento for about $16. I thought it was really good. But if you're broke, I'm gonna tell you, go to the rooftop. It has one of the best views of the Brooklyn Bridge and the Manhattan Bridge. That's free anywhere in Brooklyn. So just come to the rooftop no matter what if you're here. As long as the Time Out Market is open, you are not gonna regret it. Amazing photo opportunities everywhere as well. We are on the corner of Washington and Water Street, and this is the most famous Instagram photo in all of New York City. Now, I do think it's a bit cliche, it's been done so many times, but I'm sure a lot of you out there want to know where you can take this picture, and I will say that it is a beautiful shot. You get the Manhattan Bridge framing the Empire State Building right in the center. Heck, there's even a guy here charging $1 to take your photo. I admire that New York City hustle. So if you want the picture, you know exactly where to go. Right behind me and all around the York Street subway station is something called the DUMBO walls, and this was created in 2012 by a couple of different artists. A lot of it has animal themes. You know, you see elephants, you see birds, you see some inspirational quotes. In my opinion, if you want to take some more unique photos than everybody else is taking with a view of the Manhattan Bridge, come here instead. It's gonna be a lot better. Always be mindful of your ability to fly. That's a pretty deep statement there, folks, very deep. And guys, as you can see right here, these are the original owls from 2012. Unfortunately, they're fading a little bit, but they're still some of my favorites. This is St. Anne's Warehouse. Now, it was formed 35 years ago. It's a state-of-the-art performance space, but it actually shows you what Dumbo used to look like. In fact, this used to be a tobacco factory, and if you go to the back of St. Anne's Warehouse, it has some of the best spots to take photos alongside the waterfront here that a lot of people know about. So if you don't want to catch a show here, which I do recommend you do, go out back and take some really nice photos. If you're in the mood to do a little shopping, I think Brooklyn Industries is a very cool store. They have the Brooklyn branding down pat on just about all of their clothing. Let's go inside and I'm going to show you some of the prices. If you want the Brooklyn theme on everything, then this is the store for sure. 28 bucks. I was expecting it to be more expensive actually. I'm by no means a fashion expert, but I think there's people that could enjoy coming here. Check this out. I approve. This is probably my favorite stop in all of Dumbo, Jacques Torres. If you're into chocolate, this is the place for you. And on a cold winter's day, you've got to try the hot chocolate. That's exactly what we're about to get. I don't know how you can come here and not buy 5 things. I want to buy the whole store right now. Winner. $4 for a Valentine lollipop. This is the kind of place that makes you want to ruin dinner early. New York chocolate blueberries. The gifts just keep on coming and coming every place we go to in Dumbo. This is my favorite store in Dumbo. Like, just put that on the record. 60% dark chocolate in this hot chocolate. No, we gotta do it again. I saw that coming. Okay. So rich and flavorful. This is the perfect way to end a trip to Dumbo take this, go walk alongside the Brooklyn Bridge. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this guide. Until next time.